It's expensive to watch games now. It used to be free.
I go watch the game. There's no more creativity.
But every team's not a three-point shooter.
You can't hand check. You can't contest shots.
Is the NBA actually dying? Look, it used to be free to enjoy the game, but now it's become ridiculously expensive just to watch your team. The creativity is gone. Every single play is just another three-pointer. Hand checking is a myth, and you can't even play defense without a whistle blowing. Something that's worth $76 billion might have just changed everything forever. Even with all the negatives, the refs making questionable calls, stars getting banned for betting, teams tanking for better draft odds, and scandals that are literally making fans throw their remotes at the TV. The NBA is still setting massive viewership records. We have young stars taking over, historic contracts, and futuristic tech like robot refs entering the game. So, here is the real question. Is the league falling apart? Or are we witnessing the greatest evolution the NBA has ever seen? Let's dive deep into the chaos.
I get the W. You know why? Because I chose right, but not this guy. I work hard and I study film and I thought it was going here.
97% of the people that use sports books lose money.
In the long term, correct.
The rot in the system starts with the explosion of sports betting. The league's partnership with gambling giants has turned broadcasts into glorified betting commercials. It's no longer about the game. It's about the spread, the over, under, and prop bets. This shift has cost fans billions, with data showing that 97% of casual bettors lose money in the long run. The addiction is so severe that fans are now harassing players on social media and at stadiums when their bets don't hit. The tragedy, however, is personal. Players like Jonte Porter were permanently banned for leaking injury intel, and federal investigations have uncovered a dark underworld, from bribery allegations involving players taking themselves out of games early to collect payouts, to the absurd instances where players intentionally avoided playing defense to manipulate point spreads. The integrity of the game is under fire. Even massive stars like Giannis weren't spared from the chaos with trade rumors, fueling millions in gambling losses, leading fans to question if their heroes are playing in good faith, or if the league is becoming a scripted drama. Then there is the flopping epidemic. Players like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander have been accused of turning the game into a theater of exaggerations, jerking heads back, flopping on contact, and baiting referees into whistles. The league's attempts to fix this with technical fouls have largely failed, as the problem feels baked into the culture. Even the commissioner's claim that egregious flopping is improving was met with widespread mockery, with fans comparing his denials to political spin. The tanking problem is another beast entirely. Teams like the Spurs, Wizards, and Mavericks have been caught in obvious efforts to lose for better lottery odds. The league has responded with fines, but it remains a cat and mouse game. We've seen teams sit stars, lose by 20, and even trade away competitive integrity just to land the next Wemby. This culture of losing for future gain feels like a betrayal to the fans who show up to see high-level competition every single night. Broadcasting rights have also become a massive pain point. With games split across ESPN, ABC, NBC, Peacock, and Prime, fans are forced to pay upwards of $1,000 a season just to follow their home team due to absurd blackout restrictions. As legends like Charles Barkley have noted, this is a total disservice to the fans who built this league. When the game becomes inaccessible, the fan base inevitably starts to shrink. The All-Star Weekend, once the pinnacle of excitement, has devolved into a lazy practice session. The dunk contest has lost its stars, forced to rely on G-Leaguers because the superstars don't want to risk their image or ego. The actual game has turned into a meaningless half-court shootout, with players barely breaking a sweat. It lacks the pride and competition that made the NBA a global phenomenon in the first place. However, the NBA isn't just dying, it's transforming. The $76 billion broadcasting deal is a testament to its massive growth. International interest is skyrocketing, with the league expanding to venues like Manchester, UK. We are witnessing a golden age of young talent like Cade Cunningham, Cooper Flagg, and Victor Wembanyama, who are captivating a global audience. The record-breaking contracts for stars like Jokic and Tatum prove that the league has more capital than ever. Moreover, the competitive balance has never been better. We've seen 8 different champions in 8 seasons since 2019, shattering the era of repeat dynasties. The movement of superstars like LeBron, Giannis, and Ja Morant between teams keeps the league fresh, exciting, and unpredictable. Finally, technology is the wild card. Electronic balls with sensors, AI-driven player tracking, and POV mode broadcasts are revolutionizing how we watch the game. If the league can successfully integrate these tools to clean up refereeing and enhance the fan experience, the potential is limitless. Is the NBA dying, or are we just watching the growing pains of a sport becoming the biggest global entity on the planet? While the gambling, flopping, and broadcasting issues are real and dangerous, the sheer talent and the massive financial backing suggest that the NBA is not going anywhere. It's adapting, it's evolving, and it's arguably moving toward its most profitable and perhaps most interesting era yet. The question isn't whether the NBA will survive, but whether the fans will embrace the high-tech, fast-paced, and wildly different future that is being built right in front of our eyes. Ultimately, the NBA is at a crossroads. It can choose to lean into the gambling and short-term profit, which risks alienating its core audience, or it can pivot back toward the purity of the sport, embracing technology to ensure fairness and making games accessible to everyone, not just those who can afford 5 different streaming services. If they find that balance, the NBA will not just survive, it will dominate the sports landscape for decades to come. The era of the superstars is just beginning, and with the right leadership, the best is yet to come. Don't look away just yet. The game is changing, and you won't want to miss what happens next. Click that follow button to stay in the loop, because the future of basketball is being written right now.